working, guys. Okay, it says I'm live. Let's get into it. All right, welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Free NBA Daily Bets podcast and YouTube show. I am live on YouTube right now, so hopefully that's working well. Want to join me in the live chat, all that stuff. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so before I start, drop a like, drop a comment, follow me on Twitter at Easy Money Wins. That's where I release all my official bets, and that's where I house all of my communication about when I do the podcast shows and so forth. So, but let's not waste any time. Let's get into it. We got a lot of good games today, guys. So, first game up, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder at the Indiana Pacers, and I've kind of looked at the lines already a little bit, but I have not looked at the injury situations for each team. So I'll go through that really quickly while I'm breaking down each game. So for the Thunder, they look like they're healthy. Maybe Caruso is out. Let me see what's going on with Caruso. Yeah, he's out. So Alex Caruso's out. Let's take a look at their schedule for Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's see what kind of form they're in. Obviously, they've been winning since they lost the NBA Cup game. They've won 3 games in a row by good margin by each one, by at least 6 points or more in each game, in each contest. 2 of those have been on the road at Orlando and at Miami on a back-to-back. And so they've been off since Monday. They play Thursday. They play Saturday. So no back-to-back for them. They're at Charlotte. So this is a good game for them at Indiana. So let's take a look at Indiana's injury report here. Looks like Miles Turner's the only one on there. Everyone else looks good to go. He's questionable. So Miles Turner may not play. Now, Indiana, they've been red hot, guys. They've been covering point spreads like no other. They're 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games. They've won 5 road games in a row. So now they're home, and they usually play really well at home. So they play Boston on Friday. So this is the first of a back-to-back for them. So let's take a look at the line. Okay, I'll refresh it. It's plus 5.5 for Indiana. And I don't know, guys. I feel like, we know the Thunder can, I don't know, Indiana at home, and they get to play a really good opponent in the Thunder. They're going to get up for this game, guys. Everyone's off for Christmas break and everything, most likely. So there should be a really good crowd. It's against a really, really good team. I think this is a Pacers spot, even though they're red hot. I mean, both teams are kind of red hot, but I still like Indiana a little bit. I'm not going to bet this game. I've kind of had my 2 months of experimentation in the NBA, and I'm tired of losing money experimenting. I'm going to get back to what I know, and what I know how to do, and that's winning NBA bets that I know how to win with. So I'm going to be very, very selective with like stuff that I usually don't play. So over under is 227, and I like that over. I like that over quite a bit, actually. Let me write that down, guys. Sorry, I didn't get my notes out here. Go here. Yeah, over 227. I mean, Indiana can get to 115 easily. And if OKC is pushed like on the road, like I definitely think OKC can score close to 115, and that'll get us to 230. So I don't see why that wouldn't hit. All right, let me put that in there. Let's put OKC Indiana over 227. See what it opened at. It opened at see, there's been over money with it. Yeah, there's been over money. It opened at 225. Yeah, I agree with that move. Okay, guys, let's keep it moving. We got the Charlotte Hornets at the Washington Wizards. These 2 teams just played like a week ago, I think, and the Wizards beat the Hornets at home in Washington. Yeah, Thursday, December 19th. Yeah, exactly a week ago. I mean, I'm only looking the Hornets this game, guys. I don't trust the Wizards to do much. I mean, they got some injury situations. Bilal Coulibaly and Sarr, the rookie. Let's see here. Questionable. Sarr's questionable. So yeah, they're all questionable. So they got Jordan Poole, Malcolm Brogdon, Kuzma's out. They got Corey Kispert, Champagny, Keyshawn George, Jonas Valanciunas. Man, let's see what's going on with Charlotte. Is Brandon Miller back? If Brandon Miller's back, I am definitely betting the Hornets today. Okay, let's see if he's questionable. I don't have an injury update on him on ESPN. I don't know why they do this sometimes. I have to check, but even that, I still think the Hornets win this game even without Brandon Miller. I'm probably going to be betting the Hornets today, guys. I really like them to bounce back, losing after they lost to Washington last game. So let's see if they play. They play Saturday at home against Oklahoma City, and then for Washington, they play Saturday at home against New York. So no back-to-backs. Both teams rested. Both teams off losses, of course. Day after Christmas. I like the Hornets, guys. I like the Hornets to get it done. Let's see what this over-under is. The last game was 123-114, a total of 237. That definitely went over. See what the over-under is now. It's 227 and a half, 228. I can only look over there as well. Hornets team total over. I can't blame you if you want to do that. I don't think there's going to be much defense in this game, guys. I'm going to write that down too. Let me put Charlotte, wash, over 228. And then the Hornets, trifecta. Okay, let's keep it going. We got the next game up. We've got the Miami Heat at the Orlando Magic. And gosh, guys, if you know the NBA and you follow the NBA, the Miami Heat, the last time they played at the Magic, they had an 8-point fourth quarter. They were up 21 points, and they gave up 37 points and lost by 7 or something like that. Like that was 2 games ago for Miami. So the motivation is going to be high. It will be very high for Miami in this game. Let's take a look at the injury bug. Injury bug is Rozier's questionable and Jimmy Butler's doubtful. So probably no Jimmy Butler. Terry Rozier is questionable. So that means Jaime Jaquez Jr. will start at small forward. And then yeah. Okay. Let's take a look at Orlando. Orlando had a really nice win against Boston on Monday. So they have 2 home wins in a row here now. They play Friday at home against New York. They're in the midst of a 6-7 game homestand. Miami Heat, let's take a look at their form right now. They beat Brooklyn on Monday by 15 points, and that was without Jimmy Butler, I believe. And then they play Saturday at Atlanta. So, okay. So let's take a look at Orlando's depth chart injuries. So they're healthy except for Gary Harris. So they're good. Relatively. I mean, they're still missing both Wagner twins and Paulo Banchero. So let's take a look at the line, guys. Let's see what's going on with it. Magic -1. I'm just like, that is kind of sorry, guys. That's just kind of, I don't know. That's kind of like hard to decipher here. Let me see here. I lean Heat, but the Magic played so well at home against the Celtics that I'm just kind of like, it's a tough game, guys. Miami's going to come out really motivated. See what the total is. Total's 208. And the last game flew over, but that was like a late surge. So, that's a tough game, guys. I'm going to think about that one. I lean Miami, but I don't feel great about it. I think Orlando's got a little bit of rhythm. And I think the Heat with like the Jimmy Butler trade rumors are like a little bit, I don't know, guys. It's a weird game. All right, let's go to the next game. Let's see if we can't find a better game to bet here. We've got the Chicago Bulls at Atlanta. Let's take a look at the Bulls. Sorry, guys, just a second. My fault. All right, there we go. Let's take a look at the Bulls. So Lonzo Ball is out. I did see that this morning. Lonzo's out. Josh Giddey's questionable, but he had a bad ankle injury. I know it's been like a week, so I would think he's going to play soon, but I don't know. Oh, Ayo Dosunmu is questionable too. And then Matas Buzelis is also questionable with an illness. That's a lot of injury situations going on for them. I mean, they still have Kobe White, Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, and Nikola Vucevic, but the point guard situation, they'd miss. I mean, you'd move Kobe White to point guard and just start Taylor Horton Tucker, I guess. But man, okay, so that's kind of a lot of stuff going on there. Let's take a look at Atlanta's injury report here. Trae Young is questionable. Bogdanovich, he's questionable. And Okongwu is out. So definitely need to see if Trae Young's going to play. He's a key for them. And let's take a look at their form. So they finally had a nice win at home against Minnesota after losing 3 straight. They need to win, guys. They play Saturday at Miami. I mean, they need to win. Like, I mean, every team needs to win, but they had good momentum, and then they lost a couple games, and then they finally bounced back and played really well. So, do these two teams play already? Yeah. Oh, so they lost already at Chicago. Oh, they lost 2 times to Chicago already. Oh, this is a good spot for Atlanta. I'm sure the line is reflecting that. Let's take a look. -6.5. I still agree with it. I like Atlanta to win here. I'm sure the total's ginormous. It's 242.5. Have to see how the injury news stuff shakes out, but I can only look over with Bulls and Hawks. So, okay, let's go next game, guys. Let's go next game. See what's going on. Okay, yeah, I'm still live on YouTube. Okay, good. Everything's working. All right, cool. Next game up. We've got the Brooklyn Nets at the Milwaukee Bucks. Let's see if Giannis is going to play here. Let me put this note in real quick. All right, let's see if Giannis is going to play. Middleton's also on the injury report, and then Dame Lillard with that right calf. So let's see here. AJ Johnson's ruled out. Chris Middleton's probable. Giannis is questionable, and Lillard is questionable. So a lot of stuff going on there, guys. Need to see how that shakes out. They played really well the last 2 games without Giannis, even though that was against the Wizards and the Bulls. But still, I mean, that was – sorry, guys. That was still a pretty good showing for them. Let's take a look at Brooklyn injury situation. Ben Simmons is questionable. Cam Thomas is out still. Zaire Williams is out as well. So I think Trendon Watford too. So they'll start like if Ben Simmons play, they'll go Ben Simmons, Jalen Wilson, or Keon Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, Nick Claxton, David. I mean, they have a good crew there, guys. They have an okay crew there. All right, let's take a look at their form. They've lost 2 in a row, but they've been competitive in both of them in spurts and stretches. They play Friday at home, so this is the front end of a back-to-back, whereas for Milwaukee, this is not a back-to-back situation for them. Take a look at the line. Line is -10 on Milwaukee. Total's 211. Again, I need to see what's going on with Milwaukee's injury report. I can't even really, tell you who I like without knowing what's going on there. So, I mean, over, under as well too. So let's move on past that game. I don't know what's going on with the injury report there. Okay, next game up, we have the Houston Rockets at the New Orleans Pelicans. Let's see. Dylan Brooks looks to be out, and same with Tari Eason. Yeah, Brooks is out. Tari Eason's questionable. And Houston, they're off 3 wins in a row after they lost to the Oklahoma City Thunder in the NBA Cup. So they have they've bounced back nicely since then. But they played 3 bottom feeders, and they just smoked this Pelicans team by 20 like two games ago. This is a front end of a back-to-back as well. They have a much more important game against Minnesota tomorrow on Friday, so front end of a back-to-back. For the Pelicans, let's take a look at their form. And of course, they almost beat the Nuggets last game out and covered the first quarter, first half full game, of course, after they lost money for me the previous two games. That's okay. This is the front end of a back-to-back for them too, but again, they're so bad. They're not looking ahead to anybody. They've only won 5 games all year. So, yeah, not good. Depth chart here. I think Brandon Ingram's still out. Let me see here, guys. Yeah, Brandon Ingram is still out. He'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks. Zion Williamson, full practice going on, so he might return soon. Same with Jose Alvarado. Trey Murphy's questionable and Javonte Green's questionable. If you want to bet on the Pelicans, you need everybody in as much as possible. So, I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but I would really wait to see if Javonte Green and Trey Murphy are ruled in before I touch them. But let's take a look at the last game against Denver. Like, what happened there? Like, why did they all of a sudden figure out how to score? Let's see who scored for them, for the Pelicans. CJ McCollum had 24. Oh, Missy, the center, had 21. Trey Murphy had 21. And then Jordan Hawkins had 25 off the bench. So, yeah, anytime you got a guy off the bench doing 25, 5 of 13 from 5 of 13 from a 3. That's not great, though. Okay. I mean, there's still 12 of 40 from three-point land. I don't know what I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. With that said, I can only look the Pelicans, and I hate that. I hate it, guys. Like, I don't want to bet the Pelicans. And see, the market agrees with me too. It's already down to plus 7.5. I think the Pelicans are the right side, guys. I think I'm going to bet them first quarter, first half full game. I really hate it, but like in my heart, in my betting experience, like I know that that's the right side. I know that is. The spot is, the side is, like everything about it. Let's take the look at the over-under. The over-under for this game is 220. Feels like it's a little high. I mean, last 2 games, Houston got back to their under game status. It's just how motivated is Houston going to be in this game to play defense and like just play it all, you know? I mean, I'm sure they're going to be motivated, but like to what extent, I don't know. So, like the intensity, I don't know if that's going to be there or not. Pelicans, I can only look under for them, guys. I lean under there. I lean under Pelicans and Rockets. Okay, let's keep it moving. We got, what, 3 games left? Yeah, 3 games left, guys. 3 games left. All right, next game up. We have the Toronto Raptors at the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's take a look at the depth chart injury situation for the Raptors. So it looks like Jakob Poeltl. I think it's Poeltl, guys. I think that's how you correctly pronounce it. I could be wrong. He's out, so that's not good. Bruce Brown is out too. Still, same with Emmanuel Quickly. Jacoby Walter is questionable, but everyone else looks good to go. Scotty Barnes, Grady Dick, RJ Barrett, Ochai Agbaji, Kelly Olynyk. Now, I bet on them at the Knicks, and did they cover the first quarter, first half? I'm gonna be really mad if they did, guys, because like I bet them full game. No, they got smoked in the second quarter. But they did cover the first quarter against the Knicks. So let's take a look. So they play Sunday. So this is a rested spot for them, and they play really, really freaking hard. You know, they do. They really, really do. I mean, so does Memphis at home. I mean, trust me, I'm not like trying to step in front of Memphis at home at all. And Memphis is coming off of a loss too on Monday. This is the front end of a back-to-back. Like I said, they're at New Orleans on Friday. This is a Eastern Conference game. Let's take a look at the injury stuff. So they're all healthy except for Marcus Smart. Everyone else is good to go. I mean, uh, let's see here, guys. Plus 11.5, minus 11.5 for the Grizzlies. That's tough. Like, I'm probably gonna stay off of that one because I feel like both teams can cover. Over unders at 240. I don't have any opinions on that, guys. I'm sorry, I don't. It's kind of weird to me. Kind of weird. Okay, next game up. Let's go to Utah at Portland. These two teams just played recently as well. I think Utah smoked them by like 40 points. Let's take a look. Yeah, they won 141-99, won by 42 points at Portland on Friday, December 6th. That was the first meeting of the year. So this is the second meeting of the year. They're at home. Saturday is Utah. Let's take a look at the depth chart for them. Keontae George and John Collins is on the injury report. They are both questionable for the game. So if you like Utah, I'd probably wait for them just to see what's going on with them. Portland, let's take a look. I forget what they've been doing, losing. But they won at home against Denver. That's right. Their last home game, they won. They're at home Saturday, so no back-to-back for them. They're off a bad loss at Dallas. Let's take a look at the injury news. All the starters are healthy. I mean, I can only look Portland in this spot, guys. Let's see. Let's see what it's at. Minus 1.5. Wow, I like that. I like that. I think Portland wins this game, guys. I'm pretty confident I'm going to bet Portland. As much as that hurts to say. Portland try. Okay. Yeah, I mean, they got everybody in there, guys. They got everybody in there. I think this is a really good Portland spot for sure. See what the over-under is. Over-under. People in the chat, what's up? What's up, guys? What's up? What's up? We're in it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold on. Let me chat in the chat. Okay, I appreciate y'all for joining, man. What's up? What's up, guys? Okay, so Utah, yeah, I'm gonna be betting Portland. I know that's hard to say, guys, but I'm gonna bet Portland. I'm gonna bet Portland. Okay, let's see. Last game up. Last game up. Detroit Pistons at the Sacramento Kings. Detroit's been balling out right now. They won at Phoenix too. Have they won 3 in a row on the road? No, they've only won 2 in a row. They beat Phoenix at Phoenix and then the Lakers at LA. And they're finally winning again. They've won 4 games out of the last 6, and now they're at Sacramento. Oh gosh, guys, Sacramento. I've lost so much money betting Sacramento. I need to put myself in timeout. I really need to just like, hey, I can't bet Sacramento today, but this is gonna be the game where Sacramento wins, guys, and they're gonna cover and they're gonna blow them out probably. Detroit plays Saturday at Denver. They had a West Coast Christmas, it looks like, unless they flew back home after Monday's game and then flew back. I don't know. That'd be a lot, I think. I think they probably stayed out there. Let's take a look at the injury situation for the Pistons. For the Pistons, Jalen Duren is probable. Okay, that's good. And Isaiah Stewart is questionable. All right. Let's take a look at Sacramento. Damn Kings, guys. The damn Kings. Lost me so much money the last week and a half. So annoying. Okay, they've lost 4 in a row. This is their last home game. Then they go to play the Lakers on Saturday. Then they're back home for another 3 games. But this is their last home game in a while. They've been home since December 13th. Like, they've been home for a long time. Oh, guys. I'm probably going to bet the Kings. I probably am. Let's see. They're healthy except for Sabonis is questionable. Man, I want to bet Detroit too. That's the thing. Let me see. Let me see what's going on with oh, JCJO said Def can't lay 5 with the Hornets. That's a good point, man. It's a good point. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's their day. I think it's their day. Okay, let's see. It's at -6. Kings -6. I don't know. Pistons have been balling, but let's like really take a no, the Pistons have been balling, man. I don't love that line. Um, I think it should be lower. Sacramento keeps getting priced as if they're some really good team. Like they're not a good team right now. They're just not. So for them to be getting 6 points on the road and they're playing really well right now, I like Detroit to cover that. I do. I am gonna put myself in timeout, guys. I'm not betting the Kings on the spread today. First quarter, first half, and maybe some team totals. That might be a way to go. But Pistons +6, I do like that. I do lean that way for sure. So I'll recap quickly just in case those people that just came in on the chat. Indiana public bet today, says Teresa O'Brien. Yeah, I mean OKC's a pretty public team too now. That's a tough one. I'll recap real quick. So for the OKC Indiana game, I I lean Indiana at home +5.5. I think even though it's against OKC, like Indiana rises to the occasion. They like to play up to their competition. So I do like Indiana +5.5. I do over two as well, over 227.5. For the Hornets at the Wizards, I do lean the Hornets -4.5 because they just lost to the Wizards like a week ago, and they're fairly healthy. We'll see about Brandon Miller, and I can only look over 227.5 there as well. Heat and Magic, I want to bet the Heat. Orlando has some good momentum right now after all their injuries and they just beat the Heat. They came back, but I think they could beat them again today. I know the Heat are gonna be pissed off, and they're gonna wanna play really, really hard and, like, wanna beat the Magic, but I just don't know if they have enough there, uh, to beat a really gritty Magic team at home. Over-under's 208. I can only look under 208 there. I think there's gonna be a lot of intense defense being played in that game. Next game, to recap, the Bulls and the Hawks. Have to see what's going on with that injury situation for the Bulls. Like Lonzo Ball, Josh Giddey looks to be out. Dosunmu is questionable or out, I think. Like the guard situation isn't great for Chicago. And then for Atlanta, obviously need to see if Trae Young's going to be in there. I can't really do anything with that. But Hawks, I like the Hawks to win that game. -6.5. I don't know. Bulls can shoot even without like some guards. Like I don't know. Total 242. If all those guys are injured for the Bulls, I can only look under 242.5. All right, next game. I can't give a thought on this next game, guys. The Nets and the Bucks. Like I need to see what's going on with Giannis, Damian Lillard, and they got like somebody else questionable too. So and then Ben Simmons questionable for the Nets. He's been playing well this year too. So yeah, I can't tell you my thoughts on that. Pelicans, I can only look Pelicans +7.5, +8. Like it hurts for me to say that. I've lost so much money with the Pelicans recently, but Houston has a much bigger game tomorrow against Minnesota. Pelicans, I mean, they have back-to-back as well too, but I don't know. I just think Pelicans, they're gonna play hard at home, and 7's a key number. I like them. I like them to give a good effort. Finally, hopefully, maybe. And I lean under 220.5 there. All right, next game recap: Raptors Grizzlies, +11.5. The Raptors, I lean that way. I don't feel great about it, and then I lean over. What is it? 240? Yeah, over 240 for that game. Last two games, I just went over. I can only look Trailblazers -1.5. I think that's a really good line, actually. The Jazz, like they're going to play really hard, but they're still not that good of a team. Like they're not, you know, on the road. Like I don't know. I like the Trailblazers a lot there. And then Kings Pistons. I just think that line's too high, guys. Pistons have been playing really, really well. I lean Pistons +6, but I think the Kings win it. So, all right, guys, that's the show. It's my first time going live on YouTube. Um, I appreciate y'all listening. I'll see if I can do this more often. I usually do it the night before all my shows. I'm like traveling and stuff. That's why I'm doing this in the car today. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Maybe I'll try to go live at like nighttime tonight for Friday's games. But yeah, appreciate y'all, man. I'll see you on the next show. I'm out.